Welcome back to Kids, Chaos, and Killer Campaigns. If you're a busy marketer trying to juggle projects, business goals and deadlines, and helping your kids learn to tie their shoes, write their ABCs, or do that volcano project for school, you probably don't have time for a massive website overhaul. And the good news is, you don't need one. Sometimes small, simple tweaks can really improve your website's performance. It's like when my daughter was struggling to sleep through the night. We didn't do a full bedroom makeover or a full bedtime overhaul. We did small, simple tweaks like getting her nightlight that changes colors to let her know when it's time to lay down and when it's time to get up in the morning. And suddenly, she started sleeping better and getting up on her own instead of waking us up multiple times throughout the night, wondering if it was time to get up yet. This same principle applies to your website. You don't always need a complete redesign. A few small strategic changes, like clearer CTAs or faster load time, can drive more conversions without draining your budget or using all your time. Today, we're going to talk through quick wins for website optimization that you can apply right away. No coding degree required. The first thing to talk about is your website speed. Fast sites equal more conversions. Now, you know the feeling when you're running late to school drop-off and your toddler can't find the shoes that they want to wear that day? That's exactly how visitors feel when your site takes forever to load. And in a website visitor's case, they'll bounce. Site speed matters a lot. In fact, studies show a 1 second delay in load time can drop your conversion rate by 7%. So you might be wondering, how do I speed up my website without a redesign? Well, first is check your images. And compress them. Huge file sizes slow down page load speed. So try free tools like Tiny PNG or Squoosh to reduce file size without losing quality. The second is to minimize plugins. If you're using a host like WordPress, too many plugins can really drive down your load speed. Deactivate the plugins you don't use to keep that page load speed quick. And finally, use caching. Caching stores versions of your website so it loads faster for returning visitors. If you're on WordPress, WP Rocket or W3 Total Cache can help. Let's tie this into a mom moment. Last weekend, I spent over an hour before swim lessons looking for my daughter's specific swimsuit she had to wear because I couldn't find it anywhere. She had stuffed it into the back of her drawer, and the real lesson there is to declutter. Declutter regularly, your website and your kids' sock drawers. Now, the second tip is make your CTAs impossible to miss. When my kiddos want a snack, they don't hint at it. They dramatically declare, "I'm starving, I need a snack," with Oscar-worthy flair. Your website's CTA needs to have that same level of clarity and urgency. Use action-oriented language. So instead of a weak CTA like learn more or click here, try using benefit-driven language like get your free trial or download the guide to boost sales today or boost your marketing strategy now. You also want to make your CTA pop. Your CTA buttons should visually stand out on your website. Use bold colors, clear fonts, and enough white space around them that they're insanely visible. And finally, place your CTAs strategically. Don't bury them at the bottom of your website page. Add them above the fold where people are able to see them without scrolling, and then repeat them throughout the entire page. Another way to increase conversion on your website is to simplify your forms. Less is more. If your lead forms feel the same way that preschool registration forms do, people will abandon it. Shorter forms equal more conversions. Stick to the essential fields on your form. Only ask for information that you truly need. Name, email, maybe one qualifying question. What you need on the form will depend on the type of form that it is. If you have a content download or a newsletter subscription form, you're going to need significantly less information than if it's a demo request or a contact us. Use smart forms. If you're on HubSpot like I am, and like all of you should be, use progressive fields to collect more information over time rather than overwhelming your users with long forms up front. And make sure to make forms mobile friendly. Over 50% of website traffic is on mobile, so ensure that your forms are easy to fill out on mobile screens. Use large, tappable fields and autofill options when possible. As a mom, filling out a new emergency contact form for school every year drives me crazy. I don't understand why they ask for the same information year after year, and I know that my website visitors feel the same way. So the key to form conversions is to make it simple and seamless. Use clear, scannable content on your website. No one wants to read walls of text, especially not busy parents or time-strapped professionals. So make sure your website is scannable. Think of those blocks of text you get in the group chat. How often do you roll your eyes and think, I don't have time to read this? But when someone shoots over a quick note, they're more likely to get a response from you. Your website visitors are still real people. Break up your text with headers. Use H2 and H3 headers to organize your content into sections. You should also use bullet points. Lists make content easy to read. And finally, highlight key takeaways. Use bold, italics, or pull quotes to draw attention to important information that's on your website pages. People buy from people like them, so make sure you're adding social proof to your website. Let your clients do the talking for you. You can say your product or service is great all day long, but nothing beats real customer proof. Adding testimonials, reviews, and case studies throughout your website is going to build trust. Add customer quotes. And when you do that, a genuine quote with a photo will make it feel a lot more authentic. You can also use logos and trust badges. If you've worked with recognizable clients or earned specific certifications that are relevant to your prospects, showcase those logos on your home page, as well as on the service pages that they might be relevant to. And finally, include data-backed proof. Phrases like trusted by over 5,000 businesses or 98% client satisfaction add credibility to your business. I don't know if you're like me, but I have super picky eaters. I can tell my kiddos all day that the new yogurt brand that we bought is actually better tasting than the one that they've been eating for the last few months, but they refuse to ever try it. That is, until one of their friends from school or their best friend from gymnastics is eating that same brand and suddenly it's their new favorite and they must have it and it's the only thing they want to try. So just like adults, toddlers trust their peers more than they trust the people who know the product best. It's just a proof point that you have to have the social proof on your website. Even toddlers know that. So to wrap it up, remember, you don't need a full website redesign to boost conversions on your site. Sometimes small tweaks can make the biggest difference. Let's recap 5 quick wins. First, speed matters. Compress images, reduce plugins, and use caching on your website. 2, strong CTAs are a must. Clear, bold, and easy to find CTAs, and make sure you have them above the fold on your site, not buried at the bottom of the page. 3, simplify your forms. Only ask for essential information and make sure the value asked from your prospects equals the value given from what they receive from that form. 4, scannable content is key. Use headers, bullet point, and highlight words to make your site easy to read and scannable. No huge blocks of text. And 5, social proof. Use testimonials and trust signals to build credibility. And remember, people want to buy from people like them. Your challenge for this week is to pick one website tweak, whether it's improving your CTA, simplifying a form, or adding a few client testimonials to your website, and implement it today. Small changes lead to big results. Thank you so much for checking out this podcast. I'd love to hear the topics that you want to hear discussed, so please drop them in the comments or shoot me a line on LinkedIn. I encourage you to subscribe to the podcast, please leave it a review, and share today's podcast with a parent or a marketer who you think could benefit from these website optimization tips. I'd love to connect on LinkedIn and stay connected through this journey. My LinkedIn will be dropped in the show notes, so feel free to click there and shoot me that connect request. In our next episode, we're going to be talking about self-care for moms who are marketers, how to avoid burnout while juggling it all. In the meantime, may your websites be optimized, enjoy the kids, enjoy the chaos, and I'm wishing you all killer campaigns.